Hey, what's growing on, Homestead? Welcome back to the channel. Today I finally, after almost 3 years, got chip drop to drop off some wood chips. So you see these giant piles of wood chips behind me. I got 4 pretty big truckloads and I'm really excited to show you what I'm going to be doing with them. So stick with this video and I'm going to show you how to use wood chips. Alright, so if you've been a follower of the channel for a while, you probably saw a long time ago we were in Arizona and we had chip drop off wood chips, and I used my slave labor for my children to put those in the backyard, and we actually did that about 3 or 4 times. That was back-breaking work. It was really hard. The boys hated it, and I don't really ever want to have to do that again. Luckily, since we've been in Tennessee, I've been blessed to have a tractor. So the tractor will be doing most of this work, and all we're going to be doing is just showing you where we put it. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go over to the berry patch. Alright guys, I haven't really shown my berry patch in a YouTube video, but it is a pretty big berry patch. The reason I haven't really shown you guys is I'm a little embarrassed by it because, to be honest, the weed pressure here is insane. So I'm hoping wood chips can really help me keep this down and maybe look a little bit nicer. So I'm just gonna, honestly, I'm just gonna be dumping wood chips down these aisleways just to see how it looks. So this is the before. All right, so about half of my wood chips, and an hour of my time later, I now have wood chips spread all over my berry patch. There's a very small chance, but there is a chance that the heat from this will kill these berries, but they've been so resilient, I'm willing to risk it. If anything, it will help with the weed control. I can tell the difference right away, and it should kill the weeds. I also put it on top of my asparagus patch. Okay, so I've got about half of my wood chips left. I used 2 piles for my berry patch. The next good use you have for wood chips is using them for a ring of mulch around your fruit trees. So my orchard up front is my next victim. Alright, so here you see the aftermath. I've got a scoop basically on every plant. Some of them you can see I put off the side of the plant so that I can carefully maneuver and rake. I didn't want to dump and kill the plants. I will give you guys this one piece of advice. One thing I've noticed out here in Tennessee is landscapers have zero idea about this, but this that you're seeing right here, this will kill your tree. And why it'll kill your tree is because as these wood chips decompose, they will rot literally your trunk. So what I do for each tree, I go and I make a circle around it so that it doesn't have direct contact, and every so often I'll come out and check to make sure that they haven't settled around the trunk, because I don't want them to die. So I've got my work cut out for me. I still got a little bit of my pile left. I've showed you guys what I've done with the chickens. Well, I'll show you in a second. The pile I put out in front, it's nothing special. And then I'll show you what I'm doing with the rest of the chips. Alright, so the next place really goes for the homesteaders in the group, and let me show you, is using it as bedding for chicken coops. These guys are in need of some new bedding, so I'm gonna put a pile out here, and that is what we are gonna use for bedding for a little while. Alright, so I put the small pile of wood chips, I think that was 2 or 3 scoops, right here, so that the boys can put the bottom of the houses, the hen houses, up with some wood chips that we got for free. Hopefully the girls like it. Let me show you over here. So this is what I'm doing. My last step is I'm putting the rest of the wood chips over here, kind of as the ground level for my raised bed garden area. So It'll help prevent the weeds from popping up. And if I do want to attempt to do kind of some in-ground back to Eden style gardening, I can do that. The last thing wood chips are great for is using as filler for raised beds. They are great, they take up space. Just remember, they will decompose. All right, so hopefully you all enjoyed these tips on what you can use wood chips for. They serve a lot of purpose. They're not just for taking care of weeds or feeding your plants, but you can really use them for a lot of different things. I'm sure I'm just barely touching the tip of the iceberg. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel and we'll show you more great tips. Thanks, bye.